Clint, do one of the mic keybinds.
What does that even
Mike,
mean?
I want to sexually assault you.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
I have that one.
That's going to be the intro. Hey guys, before the video starts, I just want to apologize. There's lots of jumping around on this episode because my internet connection was really unstable, so it might seem like there's going to be a lot of jump cuts, and I apologize for that. But I still do think that this episode is really fun, and I hope you guys stay for all of it because it takes some interesting turns. Enjoy this episode. Welcome back to the long-awaited podcast. I know it's been a little while since the last episode, but we've been honestly forgetting to film this. But I've got my buddies Savannah, Clint, and Aiden back here, and we're going to start off with the segment. Clint, since you are our famous guest with I'll plug you with 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
1,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
And growing.
Yes, exactly.
Very slowly.
Mm-hmm. And you want to show us anything cool in your room or whatever setup you have?
So I'm not in my room right now, but I'm out in the family room on the ping pong table. And
Is that a dual monitor set?
it is.
Set up.
It is freezing.
Oh man, my
I got my washing machine and hot water heater out in the right next to me, so that's gonna keep me warm and keep my clothes all clean.
Thank you, Clint.
This quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a Minecraft grass block?
It is a Minecraft grass.
I know, that was
And
the
you know
first
what?
thing I noticed.
Cool with this grass block
Is the nether?
It's nothing cool about it.
I was there when you got there. I was with you when we got that from GameStop, and I remember I specifically told you guys, do not leave your garbage in my car. And then you all left your garbage.
Okay, I clean up my garbage. Nathan left in your car. That was his.
All right.
I remember. It was little figures or whatever.
Because you guys kept buying Minecraft figurines at Fred Meyer's.
They're so cheap. It's like you have to buy them because they're only a couple bucks.
Oh my god.
But then you buy a bunch of them.
Going back to the conversation at hand, thank you for that sidetrack, boys. Obviously this podcast today will be all about student government, and I've been wanting to film this for a while, but I wanted to get out of school, so they don't have any leverage against us. Let's see, Savannah, do you want to explain what shirts we're wearing and what the cords mean?
Well, I don't have my cord somewhere. Don't know where that is, but the cords are if you have 2 years of being in student government with, is it 3.5 GPA or
it's
just
with an A in student government, I think.
Okay, it's probably just having
Clint
an
did not have an A.
I didn't have an A. This must be some kind of mix up. I got my cord, but I didn't.
Shh, no, don't tell anyone.
Well, you have to have some sort of GPA or grade in student government to get the cord, and you have to have it for 2 years. And oh yeah, the shirts. These are our lmao shirts. They were going to be our senior fun day shirts. They kind of looked like a pill bottle, which was not our original intent.
Yeah, Clint, show it off.
Yeah. They used to look really cool.
Yeah, we'll talk about it at the
Simply
end.
the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all kind of doing that. Me and Savannah are wearing our grad caps, and then the boys are wearing their headsets. So that's a.
I don't have a grad cap. I didn't.
Oh
I just
yeah, that's right. You
forgot
didn't
about
buy
it.
one, did you?
No, it's not like I on purpose didn't buy it. I just forgot, and it worked out because we didn't have graduation.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, graduation, more like.
I mean, that's a good representation of what 2020 has been. So I feel like to start off, most people know us, but I feel like they don't understand what we do in student government. So I guess we'll go in order. Mr. President, you want to start?
Well, I have the very important job of doing work 50% of the time, as opposed to Clint and my VP-ness, whose jobs is to do work 5% of the time.
1% probably.
If you were to round up, it'd be 1%.
Round up, it'd be 5%.
Yes, collectively between you and Jonah.
Between me and Jonah.
My job is to not paint anything because I'm very bad at it, and it gets thrown away.
True.
And then, I decorate stuff.
Banned from the painting club or whatever.
Yeah, I was banned permanently from the painting club because of how poor my painting
Try
was.
to teach you guys how to paint.
Yeah, Matt Green wanted to teach us to paint. I was offended. I understand the basics of brush strokes. have shaky hands, you know.
All right. Well,
I
I
write
guess we can-
resolutions at OSOG. Resolutions that get passed unanimously.
And the other Aiden too. We'll talk about that later though. Sorry, I'm eating something. I guess like you're the former president now. Will you always call yourself? I will always call you Mr. President.
I will be the president until I am the president of the United States.
He did get
And
this
you'll
in his
continue being the
superlative.
president.
Most likely to be president? Yep, I
Mhm.
did. Because I'm
Yeah.
most likely. Except I would never be a politician because politicians are the big
Mm-hmm.
gay.
We'll pull you up
but
for
not in,
saying
like,
the
a
N-word,
derogatory-
and then we'll cancel you.
I would never, you don't even have
I
any
got
proof.
a lot of material to cancel you with, Aiden.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh, upgraded by host to now includes unlimited minutes. You know,
I
Clint,
know.
I
I
could
just
cancel.
saw that.
I could cancel you too. I have
That's
more
true.
than a few things you've said
That's
saved
true.
that are.
But I've no interest in politics.
Mm-hmm. All right, Savannah.
Student government.
You want to explain what you were, or like have been in the past 4 years,
Say that again?
or like how you switched positions throughout your 4 years? The rest of us didn't really do that.
Yeah, so first year I was member at large, what Clint is now. Honestly, that was pretty fire because like you don't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, like obligations. At the time we couldn't vote because no one wanted members at large to vote, but we changed that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Then sophomore year I was treasurer. That kind of sucked because we did buck stop and like we couldn't get money, so everyone was like, "Savannah, how much money do we have?" And I was like, "Oh, we're broke."
Mm-hmm.
And then junior year I was secretary, and that was fun. I just like kind of wrote down, only like not really, only minimal. And then this year I was the treasurer and the secretary, so just keeping track of money and writing down notes.
Just vibing. And if you talk to Savannah maybe like one time, she will not let you forget that she is the only one, or was the only one in our class to be there for all 4 years of student government.
Junior.
Because the
Mr.
rest of us,
President doesn't even have that.
yeah. All right, Clint, you want to explain what you do? Or what you do?
What I do?
Yeah.
What I did for 4 years in student government?
You mean 2 years?
For my 2 years, my 4 semesters.
Mm-hmm.
I painted like the I don't remember what it's called. The board outside
Backdrop? Oh, the VP
Yeah.
board.
the VP board. Yeah, I helped
Mhm.
Jonah paint that, and then occasionally I'll paint something else.
Clint is actually a really good artist.
He
And,
is.
he'll be like,
I'm not
no, I'm
actually a
not.
really good
I'm not. But
artist.
I've seen your sketchbooks, Clint, and they are very impressive.
Okay, my sketchbook is the back of this thing.
That's like the best kind of
Clint is
sketchbook, though.
Clint is very good at shading.
These are my sketches. Just
That looks like
balloony.
Balloony from Phineas and Ferb.
It is
Balloony,
balloony.
some geometric shapes.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
That is not a good right. That is not an
And a
accurate
foot.
representation of your sketches.
Those are my sketches that
No.
are so good.
Mm-mm.
Oh
Where's your
my god.
Timo? Where's your Timo picture?
Mark has it.
Oh my god.
Mark wanted it.
Okay, so yeah, good job, Clint. Thank you. He was a member at large. I don't know if Clint said that at all, but he basically.
Member-
He did
Right.
nothing. He did nothing. He sat
I did very
in the back
little.
and he did nothing. But the thing is
And I
he
don't
didn't
regret it.
say he didn't claim that he did something, right? Because like some people in that class do nothing and then they claim they're doing something.
Mhm.
But if you went up to Clint and you're like, "What are you doing?" He'll be like, "Nothing."
It's so funny. Okay, so I guess just to end off with me, I was the public relations for the past 2 years. And I honestly felt like I did nothing either. I really thought I was going to go into student government and be like, oh yeah, I'm totally going to do my job. And then I really didn't. I mean, then again, there wasn't really any guidelines either besides the Constitution. But even then, it's so vague. Do you guys even remember why you joined student government? Aiden, I know you joined because you wanted to be Spencer's president, which you did.
That's not why I joined. That just factored into my decision to run.
Yeah, I just remember I wanted to join because I thought it'd be fun, and then I came to realize it's not. Like, everyone blames you for everything that goes wrong within the class. Even
You know what Clint would say? You know what Clint would say? He'd go,
I
"It don't matter."
don't
That's what
matter.
It don't matter.
like I don't know. All right. So I have like a lot of talking points, or like I know I sent it to you guys. What was the first thing? Okay, yeah. I feel like the first thing we should do is just the change over student government, like freshman year to now, because our class completely different. Besides Savannah, like Savannah, do you want to take over for that?
The first year was a very strange dynamic because I had like Charlie, but I also had Spencer and Kerrigan and freaking Isaiah, and it was just really weird. And then the sophomore year, it was pretty much like the boys, which was like Aiden and all of them, and then there was the Christian girls, and they would always play their Christian music when
There was 2 boys.
Plural still. But then they would all play their Christian music, and they would just go on and on and on whenever they painted, and they were always right, and anyone that opposed, they just never talked to again. And then junior and senior year is all us, so.
Like, because I forget, Aiden and Savannah, you guys joined not when I did. Me and Clint joined at the same time, and then Maggie did as well. And I feel like, obviously, it wasn't there for all 4 years, and I know we've talked about this before, just about how different, like, the dynamic is between the classes and, like, just the workload that people get done. Because our class didn't change at all from junior to senior year, besides Ashley moving to body, but that didn't really change that much. Yeah, I forgot about this. So, do you guys remember in 8th grade when we were doing the student government election thingies at Mirror Lake, but then Sully came, and how Isaiah won, honestly, in my opinion, just for the fact that, like, all the boys voted for him, because I don't think any of the boys voted for any of the girls.
He claimed that he would get rid of homework or something like that.
He tried. He passed an OSOG resolution.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to run for president then. Mr. Bailey told me I should, but then I didn't want to talk in front of everybody. I was nervous, so I didn't do it.
Honestly, kind of same. I just remember we had to do the speeches, and I hated doing that. But
Abby,
now,
I'll be back.
okay, but now it's different. But then Isaiah literally got impeached like 3/4 into the year, and then we didn't even have a president. Like, that is just peak, like, karma right there. I just thought that was really funny because everyone's like, we're gonna vote Isaiah, and then it was very bad. And one of the top things that I have so far is like Spencer versus Aiden, president sophomore year, and I know you could talk about that for a little bit.
Spencer versus Aiden. It sounds very badass.
Spencer versus Aiden.
Spencer v. Aiden, the MMA fight.
It does sound funny.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
But do you want to explain that whole thing? Just leave out his name. I don't want to.
I ran for president. Oh, are you gonna bleep names out?
Actually, never mind. Everyone knows who you want to put.
That'd be funny. No, he'll probably watch this anyway. But or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. I ran for president, and he ran for president, and I won the presidency, and he did not win.
Yeah, and it was just I just remember you guys literally both texting me and being like, "Who would win, me or him?" And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I gave some BS answer because I didn't want to answer that.
No, the answer was me.
Did I say that?
As evident. No, I don't think so, but that was the answer.
Yeah, I just remember that. I thought that was very funny. And I think everyone else did too.
Listen, part of the reason I ran was because he was like, I was like, Spencer, what if I ran for president? And he was like, you wouldn't win. And I'm like,
well, now you have
on jaw though? Now I have to win, right? Because I sat behind him. I sat behind him in Spanish.
I remember that, and he would always get so mad at you. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to run and beat you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did, and it was epic.
I remember, like, kind of what we were talking about, how, like, I really thought a lot of you wanting to run was trying to beat Spencer, but I think I remember you saying something about how, like, you were looking, or you wanted to join the class for, like, the actual government perspective, right? Or something like that. Student government for reasons.
Yeah, because I don't like painting. I'm not good at painting or decorating. Unless it's like house decorating, because I watch a lot of House Hunters, so like I'm good on that. I'm good on the interior design. All right, I'm not gonna, but painting, I'm really bad at painting, and I don't like arts and crafts, and I do not like working with other people. But I do like politics and government, and so I wanted to join student government for the politics and government part, and also I wanted to join because it would look really good on like a transcript. I figured, and, you got to have that padding buffer. I know they don't want. They're like, we don't want kids who are only doing this to have a good-looking transcript. But oops.
That's like most of your time in high school, though. Honestly, most people join clubs to make a good transcript or just a good resume.
And Clint joined because I joined because I talked him into it.
Yeah, you were telling stories about you and Jonah or what you guys did in student government that day, and I was like, that sounds really fun.
That was honestly with me.
But I wasn't like gonna join until the end of the year.
That was me with Eden and Kerrigan because they always spoke about how much fun it was and stuff, and I was like, oh, I'll join. And then they both ended up leaving, the next year, and then it ended up being us, which obviously, honestly, was probably like the best class in my opinion. I don't know. I just felt like our dynamic was really good compared to other classes, but then again, I wasn't in the classes. I just could tell from sophomore year, which is not that great because you could tell that there was just like such a split. Like whenever there was like pictures posted of you guys, it just looks so uncomfortable.
They always picked the worst pictures of me when I had like the worst expressions on my face.
Oh my god.
Or I was blinking, or Jonah would purposely hold his eyes closed during pictures because he didn't care.
Oh my god.
We should have invited him to come. He would have probably said no, but
I would have invited him, but I know, like you said, he probably
we went out to dinner with him yesterday. Me and Clint and the gang.
Oh really? How was that?
It was nice. We went to Pizza Man because they are due reservations.
Oh, they're open?
I went to Jimmy's last night. That shit was so good.
Do you still work there?
No, I'm furloughed because they're doing their full-time stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's okay. I don't work at my job anymore either.
Oh really? Is it official?
No, it's not official. I'm never going to go back there probably ever. I probably won't even go back to get my last check. I probably just will never speak to them ever again.
Why?
What was your plan of just pretending you died in a car crash?
Yeah, I always had a plan like on really bad days, like where I didn't want to go in. I always wanted to just get my mom to like call them, be like, Aiden, he died going to work. And like I never did because that would be horrible.
So malicious. Oh my god.
I never did it. I just thought about it because.
And you said if you see him in like the aisles at Walmart, you'd be like, you have to let me go.
Yeah, because they would feel bad, all right, because they called me into work and then I died on the way there. And then if I accidentally ran into them and they'd be like, Aiden, is that you? I'd be like, you gotta let go, man. You gotta let go. And I walk away because they would. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your.
Oh my god, I'm using that as an excuse. Just imagine.
But I never did fake my own death. But like, it'd be weird for me to go to work now, right? Because I haven't been to work in like 2 months, and I never really said why.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't want to. It'd be awkward. I don't like confrontation. I avoid confrontation at all times, and so I'm gonna do my best to avoid confrontation with my boss by just never showing up.
That makes so much. Okay.
Except I still have a paycheck. I never picked up. It wasn't like it was like a half paycheck.
Just go and pick it up.
Yeah, but that's weird. He might be like, my boss would be like, oh, Adan, you're not coming to work the past 2 months. Why I give you paycheck? You don't deserve money. And then it's like, I have to go to court to get my wages. And then like, I didn't take a picture of my schedule. So like, he could argue I didn't actually work. And like, he probably lost my paycheck anyway. So I don't know if it's worth it for like a few $100.
Okay. Going back to the conversation at hand.
Oh yeah.
So basically what's next up, since, me and Clint weren't really in student government freshman and sophomore year, I thought we could just kind of like start at junior year, because I feel like when I was writing stuff out, there was so much like stuff that has just happened that I thought was really funny. And the first one was kind of about how we started off the year. We had like 5K in our bank account or something like that, Miss Secretary or Treasurer at the time. Didn't we have like 5K?
I want to say we had 6 or 7 actually, but
I have no recollection.
I just remember we were really low, and then
yeah, we had anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000.
Yeah, and then like the senior class our year were just like, you guys are like really I don't care. That made me mad. I was like, y'all just stay in your own lane, because I swear we just get so much BS put on us just because of the way we present ourselves.
It don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't matter.
And I just and do you guys okay? This is honestly one of my favorite memories of student government. The night before the homecoming game, where we had to assemble like the homecoming float, I actually thought that was really fun, but also it was kind of sucky at the time doing it. and the fact that we stayed like the night before.
I've always hated the floats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't understand why we ever did them because they
weren't making my brother shotgun a Coke.
What did I do?
Made Cameron John shotgun a Coke.
Oh my God.
I don't remember that, but that seems like your brothers are great. That seems like something I would do.
Yeah, they're fun.
I don't remember that. You were like, Sam, do it.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. I do. I remember peer pressuring him. Yeah.
Yeah, so we had like one of the Cokes that they got us, and he just pounded it, and then he
I remember that.
like throw up, and I was like, Sam, go inside.
That was great.
I have pictures and videos from that night.
I hate the floats.
Yeah.
Abby's all.
Hi guys, it's Editor Abbey here. There were a lot of Wi-Fi problems with my computer last night, so I had really bad laggy problems. So like for half of this podcast, I was trying to figure that out. But as I was trying to fix it, just enjoy these little clips that I got of Clint and Aiden and Savannah just doing some interesting things. Enjoy.
Oh my God.
Hey Clint.
Yeah.
Hey. Savannah, I'm sorry.
When this is
Abby, you're not moving, but you're giving me flashbacks.
I'll be your spotter.
Oh! All right, Clint. I'm trying to shoot Abby. Where do I aim?
You need to go 3 centimeters down. Yep. Okay, that's good.
oh no, I just died.
I was about to take my pants off and I realized I'm on camera and I'm not wearing underwear.
You're not Aiden. What?
Did you walk through my body?
I can see you. You're just kind of laggy.
Okay, I'm just
Got a big
gonna.
hole here. Would you walk through?
I would want 100. I would go in there, Clint, and I'd go like, and you'd be like, ah! wait,
I can't get all of you.
Get up on the chair. Get up on the chair. No, not that picture. Not that picture. Okay, here's my impersonation of Mr. J on the walkie-talkie. Okay, yeah, sure thing, Mr. J. I'll be right there.
My microphone smells kind of bad because it's like constantly getting put in the back of my throat. So it's got a little bit of a, like tonsil-y smell, I guess.
You know that this apparently means like lesbian in sign language? When people do that thing when they were like, it means like lesbian. I think that's really
whatever
funny.
Whatever you say, the boomer girl.
Whatever you say, boomer.
Yeah.
Okay, boomer.
Oh my God.
What we do here is throw back.
What are you doing?
Do that again.
Okay. Can you hear me and see me?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Wow. This is my impersonation of a lightsaber. Wow.
Going back to the conversation at hand, Bethel, it was good. It was better than Palmer. And I feel like I really thought that the group that we had really, like, honestly bonded. Like, the day that we played Cards Against Humanity, that was so much fun. And about how, like, Porty, like, basically said the N-word or something. Do you guys remember that?
What?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Like, because we were playing Cards Against Humanity, and then she said something that sounded like something. And
No, it wasn't Cards Against Humanity. It was what Clint asked her. He said finger spelled backwards is finger. And she said, no, it's not. It
Oh my
happened to
God.
sound like she had said an inappropriate word, but she didn't say, so it's okay.
Oh my God. Clint. You know what you sound
I'm frozen, aren't I?
like? You are frozen, yes. Clint,
Okay.
Aiden told me, or like, I think he said this in a podcast once, where like, when you get mad, you're like, oh, I have to poop.
I do. And you save it up and you empty the reserves and it's better. It's better afterwards.
What?
You feel better.
I think
And
Savannah's
I feel like
talking
it's
to me.
underrated. It's an underrated tactic.
Oh my
skill.
God.
Come on, video. Yes.
Wait, can you like poop on
That's right.
command?
I mean, anyone
Yeah.
can if they
Who
squeeze. hard.
doesn't?
Okay?
No, okay, like obviously you can poop, but like
Listen. Don't listen. Keep going.
Okay. Oh my God, we need to stop backtracking. I'm making you guys stay on track.
How many points have we gone through?
Like 3. I'm not even kidding. Like we've gone through like this much out of like this much. Okay, because we haven't even gotten
Okay.
into senior year yet. Aiden, hear all of it. Aiden, stop it. We're going back to the conversation.
I'm going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down the road feeling bad. Being
Something
treated this way. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. I'm going where the water tastes like wine.
Okay, Aiden, stop.
I'm going where the water tastes like wine. Lord, Lord,
Encore!
ain't gonna be treated this way.
Encore!
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Encore!
Aiden told me that you hated the sound of the banjo, though, Clint.
I don't hate the sound of the banjo.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I did it wrong.
Aiden, put your banjo away, or else I will literally kick you out. Thank you.
It's one of the pillars of my personality. Okay, I'm very basic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
His
Going back to the
Banjo
conversation.
is his identity.
Bethel, in 3 words summed up. I'm not even gonna use 3 words. Bethel was good.
Smelly, dusty, pickled sausages.
Sick.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
That's 4 words. Idiot.
No, it's one word that's hyphenated. Pickled hyphen sausage.
Okay. That checks out.
But yeah, it was really fun, and I'm plugging myself. Like, go watch my Bethel vlog. That's my most viewed video, like 400 views. So
Yeah, we were like barely in that.
it's because I didn't get any videos of you guys, really, because you guys were doing your own thing, you know. Yeah. Anyways, Bethel was good. I feel like the highlight of student government is a lost log. Aiden. Oh my God, Clint.
Yo, Clint, play me a song. You're the piano man.
On the guitar?
What did you
Yeah.
do to the strings? Savannah, do you see
Piano
that?
man. Sing me a song tonight.
Yeah,
No
Bethel was
piano
good.
ASMR.
Better than Palmer. Moving on. Okay, so I have kind of like talking about prom and the dodgeball tournament, about how like we were planning on a dodgeball tournament and then we couldn't have one because it wasn't allowed, even though I'm pretty sure like Eagle River had a dodgeball tournament at one point at their school.
They did something
Which
like
was-
that. Maybe, I don't know.
It was weird, and people were actually like planning on going to that. Like a lot of people were, and I was mad that that got canceled. Anyways, let's see. Okay, yeah, then just prom was no. We'll talk about Wacko first because Wacko was before. Do you guys remember when Porche like yelled at us for not getting like our stuff ready, but then no one else
Porty?
had their tarp up? Yeah.
No, I don't remember her yelling at me.
Oh wait, maybe. Oh, it's because you weren't there because you were at Fried Rice Express for like the entire
I
night.
had to work.
Mm-hmm. Clint.
Because I was the only one with a job at the time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, Wacko. Clint, were you there for the night? I don't think you were, or at least I don't remember you being there
For what?
for Wacko setup, like the night before Wacko. That was hell. Cause you remember that, Savannah, when Porche yelled at us, like that was not fun. Even though we literally
I
had
wasn't there in the morning, I don't think.
But were you there the night before? Because she yelled at us and was like very pissed off and like, you guys are gonna lose all your
I
points.
was,
Blah
but I don't
blah.
remember that.
Yeah, it was not good. Let's see, I never. Oh yeah, so planning prom. I'm sure Aiden's gonna love to talk about the whole, planning prom thing with in the flowers with Clint in the group chat.
You want to talk about it, Aiden?
No, I don't. Prom sucked. Prom sucked. I didn't have a date, which made it suck. I hung out with Clint, which was okay.
Well,
Well,
I could've
Clint,
been-
you
I
didn't.
would've been your date.
Did you go? Yeah, you went. Yeah, that was cool.
I thought you said
Actually,
your date was
technically-
Mike Jones.
Technically, my date was Mike, but he didn't
Yeah.
put out at the end of the night. So
I saw him like freaking throwing it back on you during homecoming.
yeah, that's right. No, actually, no. He threw. Yeah, I grinded on Mike during homecoming. It was great. It was the most physical intimacy I've had with a person for a very long time. It was great.
Oh my god. But yeah. Okay, no, I want to get into the prom thing. Want to know why? Because it makes me laugh. Because I know what Clint is gonna say if you start talking
It don't
about
matter.
Yeah.
He's gonna say, "Aiden,
Because
you are
it doesn't.
cringe."
Why does it matter so much?
It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Exactly. It doesn't. Nobody
happened
cares
ye-
anymore.
it
So
was
why do you
years-
even worry about it
It
then?
was years
If
ago.
nobody's gonna care about it in the future, then why do you even care about it in the
You know what, Clint? Nobody's gonna care about you in the future. So
Yeah,
why do
because
you?
I'll be dead. I'll be dead in 100 years and I'll be forgotten. So why does it matter what I do?
Wow, I love
That's
that.
you know what,
Realistic.
Clint? Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
I mean,
Why does
yeah,
it
it is
matter?
realistic. But the fact, like, I mean, I'm sure Clint didn't have any animosity, or neither did Jonah. But the rest of us were pissed. I mean, because Aiden, you can own up to your feelings. We were all pissed off at that, though.
Listen, I put a lot of work into making prom not be poopy. And then when somebody left at the flowers that essentially said, your prom sucked.
Well,
Uh-huh.
somebody's
hate
always
you.
gonna hate something.
That's true.
That's
I mean,
true.
No, and that
It's
just
true,
goes,
but like at least like own up to it. At least be like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the dude who hates your
No,
prom.
like-
Don't be like sending anonymous hate letters. That's so stupid.
and I
Well,
just
I'm
don't.
sure you've disliked a YouTube video without leaving a comment. Like I'm the one who
That's different. And there's one thing to dislike. It's another thing to like if I left like a
mail.
hate comment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've never
Because,
left a hate comment because
mean,
that's so
like,
stupid.
I have so much more respect for people that were in student government in the past, because like I didn't realize how much effort you actually put into prom, because people don't realize that like our prom literally costed $10,000, and they don't realize that it costed that much because it costs so much money to do that stuff. What, Savannah?
12.
Oh, 12,000.
$12.
Yeah, see,
$12
people
and
were just-
59 cents.
people were just, I don't know. I was like, okay, then you guys plan prom. I hate being that person, but at the same time, like we spent so much time. Like when
Well,
I
the
think of
juniors talked
juniors-
shit, and they were gonna plan it this year, but they weren't able to.
Yeah, so like, are they even gonna have any money for next year? I mean, they have like 10K, but
They'll be fine.
yeah, I mean, also, oh my God, we'll just get into senior year.
Also, it don't matter because I'm not gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay.
Let's see what. Oh yeah, you want to talk about our sponsors that we didn't really have our junior year, about how they like dipped on us after. They're just like,
Lathrop
oh,
and the P-Dits.
because I guess Lathrop, it wasn't necessarily her fault, because wasn't she like she was basically fired, but she wasn't.
She was pink slipped.
Mm-hmm. Like that's
Maybe that
literally-
could have happened.
But I didn't really like her anyway, so I didn't really care that much that she
You
would
did?
understand. I don't. If I were ever a teacher, I would never want to be a sponsor or anything for like student
No,
government.
fuck them kids.
Mm-hmm. Like, no thanks. But I do like our sponsors this year. Well, half of them anyway.
I'm gonna email this to the one that you don't like. Actually, I'm gonna email this to both of them and be like, look what Abbey said, and then they're gonna send this to Western Washington, and
Oh
then
my
they're gonna
God.
be like, sorry, you can't go here.
That would be funny. Then I just
That'd
go
be pretty
somewhere
funny.
else.
All of that after you actively said, "Hey, Abby, you Savannah."
Hey, I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, see, but the
bleep
thing
that
is,
out.
I can't be punished. You know, what are they gonna do? Like, tell any school I want to go to, and then I can't go there? Like, okay,
Okay, but
let's do
here's the
something else.
thing.
I don't
Like,
care.
the reason I
I'll be a
waited this
bum.
long to do it is because like we're not part of ASD anymore. Like we are not a part of ASD. As long as I'm not like threatening, to kill
Mhm.
someone, I'm like I don't think
Oh
I
my
get in
God.
trouble.
If you don't get that reference, go back to the last episode.
I'm just saying, don't come to school tomorrow. You feel me? For legal reasons, that is a joke.
I'm kind of surprised I actually ended up doing student government senior year, because I honestly hated it by the end of my junior. And that is why no one, like, they come for a year and they just leave because they realize how bad it is.
That was only this year. Like, most people stay with it, but then the new people this
Oh
year
yeah, this year
are all gonna
definitely.
leave.
Like all the
But
freshmen.
they're all
class.
lame, so
Mhm.
actually they're not all lame. There's a few of them that are okay.
Yeah. When we asked Sam at Palmer Ossagon, like, who are you dating or something? And he's like, I play the field. Like,
Sam was
I
cool.
have a video of him saying that. It's really funny. I guess that kind of wraps up junior year. I feel like when we think about it, I feel like not much happened junior year that I remember. I mean, I'm sure there's probably way more stuff, but I feel like senior year we had more of a dynamic because like no one switched out. And then I remember like trying to convince Clint to become like the secretary or treasurer, and you wouldn't do it.
Why would he give himself more work?
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
that's
I
just something
understand.
more work for the same, reward.
Yeah, but you get like the title of it though, and it makes.
I
it
don't
seem
care
more
about the
important.
title of the trans.
He literally only took the class to hang out with me and Jonah.
Hang out with Aiden and Jonah, and that's why.
And now
If
character
I just
development, you're
become
hanging
like a
out with me
secretary or
and
whatever,
Savannah.
then I get to hang out with Jonah and do a bunch of work.
But like, you didn't have to do any work in the title? Not really. The only thing
Not
I
at
really
all.
did was like handle the social media. Like, that was about it. And then with all the fucking committees, oh my god, I wrote that down as like a whole thing. So just like the starting of senior year, I remember, like, do you guys remember freshman orientation? We were all there together, and
I was in California.
Yeah,
Wait,
Aiden
you
was
were?
gone.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I was in
Were you there,
California.
Clint? You were there,
Mhm.
Clint,
It was
right?
me and Jonah.
Oh,
working,
yeah.
Awesome.
And they did a really bad job, according to Ashley.
What did you guys do again?
Which I think is funny because they probably did do like a really bad job.
We did a bad job. We tried to demonstrate wacko games. Me and Jonah. And
Who spoke?
I forgot her name.
So what? What did you guys do so bad at?
I don't remember. It's just probably okay. I do remember not knowing the rules to the games,
Mhm.
and the package didn't explain it. So I was like, I don't really know. At this point, you're just gonna have to wait for wacko to happen, and they'll explain it better.
Oh my god.
But we
I mean-
tried to demonstrate it for as far
Yeah,
as
I'm
we
so
could
sad I
understand
missed
the
that. That would have been so fun.
That would have been so
I wasn't
funny.
there.
We were like, we don't want to be here any more than you guys.
No, seriously, they
So-
forced us to go at like 8 a.m. and those kids don't even want to be there. The only reason they're there is
Yeah, we're
because they
just
want to
being
see their
real.
friends. They don't even listen to us.
Oh man, I
Their
remember
parents forced them to be there. We get it.
Yeah.
junior
Let's
year.
get
I
this
was
over with.
Mm-hmm.
junior year during what freshman orientation. I was like writing the numbers on people's hands,
Mm-hmm.
which
Oh, people kept
sucked.
switching out, right, or something.
Well, because it was like you're supposed to, the number like 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
and then freaking Miss Soli was yelling at me because she wanted me to like go like in between like the rows.
oh,
Like I didn't fit. I couldn't like walk in between these middle schoolers in their rows. Like my ass is too big. And so I was like, "What do you like?" She's like, "Aiden, get down there, get in there." And it's like, bro, I do not fit. So that was a thing. And then it was like I was going down I was doing the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, and these two girls were like, "We want to be in groups together. We better be in groups." And I'm like, "Bitch, I don't give like just give me your hand. I'll put a 3 on each hand. Like I don't care. I will cheat the system. Don't worry. I don't adhere to
Yeah,
rules. I've
literally,
never been
the fact that they put us in groups or like put people in groups, I'm like, people don't listen to that, so why? And like how we had to do the whole color coding thing, we had to put like the person's name. I'm like, why? This is so much work. They can just look at their Q or Zangle or whatever the hell and find
always
out.
really
They're just gonna
liked-
throw them away.
I like doing tours
Yeah, I
because
did
I like
the
telling
tours.
kids like
I
it's
did
no
the
big deal.
I did the tours, except like I hated them because I was walking around the school so much and it was so hot. Like during the summer, the schools were so hot.
Bang,
Oh my
bang,
God.
choo-choo train, killing people.
Oh yeah, also the thingamabobbers, your favorite, the chants, not the chants, the what? Cheers, yeah. No, oh my God, do you guys remember? I think it was our junior year when someone said something about the weed hall, and then like there was a whole on investigation. Like the
That
first
was you.
couple
Was that
weeks-
you, Savannah?
No, was
you
it me?
smiling?
No.
Was it you?
I remember it because my sister's good friends with Chriselle Mueller, whose dad is a cop who's family friends with Officer Burton.
Mm-hmm.
You police officers. Fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Am I right?
And I just remember Cheyenne was talking to me, and she's like, "It's not funny because now."
It's really funny.
There was a whole
Listen.
investigation, and I don't even think they found the person because I don't even know who did it.
Listen, fuck cops. All my homies hate the police, including Clint's dad, Eric. Take that, Eric.
Oh my God, I'm gonna take.
You guys
off
see
my-
that-
My name or whatever, and this shows up, and he watches all of this, and
What's he gonna do?
Not-
Arrest
not
me and
even
then
friendly.
and put me in like a chokehold and kill me? Because he's a police officer?
I hated going to freshman orientation because I had to wake up and those kids were they were so annoying. Oh my God. I mean, that's like every year, but that was just not fun. And then
but we were those annoying kids once.
Yeah,
That's true, we were.
I just remember like our
We
freshman
were, Clint.
orientation.
Yeah, it was you and I.
I remember my freshman orientation. It was so boring. I learned nothing, and I don't remember getting a tour either. We did like a scavenger hunt, but it wasn't even a scavenger hunt. We just went into like different classrooms. I thought Mr. McD was a senior when we went freshman orientation.
I thought Soli was a senior.
Mm-hmm. I was like, Mr. McD looks old, but like he looks like a senior at the same time. Just the way he was dressed. I'm like, he's a senior, right?
I remember
Nope.
during our freshman orientation, we went outside and there was like a bunch of like gnats flying around, like a huge cloud of them, Clint. I don't know if you were there. And Nathan like ran out into the gnats.
And
it was like
the Lord of the Flies.
He was we kept calling him the Lord of the Flies. He had like
Oh my
thousands of little flies like all over him.
I do remember that. I also remember I like won some raffle for some like gift.
You
cards.
did. It was like a gift card to like Pizza Man or some sort of pizza place. Maybe it was like Pizza Hut.
I was like, what is this for? I was walking down there. I was like, I don't remember doing.
Yeah, because they called your name and you were like, what?
I wasn't
You got
listening
like a
to
free
what they were
gift
doing,
card.
but
I
they
just
said my
remember
name.
they had like a bouncy house too. Like where
Oh
you could-
yeah.
They
like
did.
that was weird. I mean, they didn't have it, the past 2 years. But I'm like, why did we have that? That was really weird. But yeah,
They
just
had
moving
one
on.
sophomore
They
orientation.
did. Oh,
Yeah, it was like a bouncy wrestling thing.
No, when I think about it, it's just like I can't believe I was in student government for 2 years. Because even then, like, if let's say I was a junior, I don't think I would have done student government senior year. I mean, now it's different just because someone else is taking over. But like, I just can't believe people do that for 4 years. Because I didn't get to enjoy Wacko or freshman or homecoming really because of that. Like,
I would not have enjoyed Wacko regardless. It sucks. All dances suck. All Wacko and like all that school assemblies, they're really loud and they hurt my ears and my head and they're overstimulating and I don't like
Says the person who emceed them.
that. Hell yeah, I emceed them. Freaking the greatest MC that Chuyak has ever seen. Remember the freaking Red Out Assembly this year? We were trying. No, was it the Red Out Assembly? We were trying to get people to do the fight song, but they didn't have any music playing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
nobody would do it, and I kept getting booed.
Really
we kept getting booed, and it was super awkward.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And then I MC'd Wacko, which was also a shit show.
Oh my god.
I wasn't
Yeah.
there for that. What happened? I think like.
Oh yeah,
didn't
you were
Miss Sully get
definitely
mad or
ill that
something?
week too.
Okay,
I
yeah.
remember that.
And it was very convenient too because I got to skip out on a bunch of work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I swear, like I always forget how much stuff goes on, especially this year. Like, the committees about how like we
Oh, man,
basically
freaking-
reinvented student government because someone felt the need to change it. Because I get wanting to change it, but like you have to take baby steps.
Change is bad. I hate change.
Mm-hmm. Like
I hate change, except
If it ain't
when it
broke, don't
benefits
fix
me.
it.
Then I like it. I like change.
yeah.
See, that's a bad mindset. The mindset should be we should always be like looking for the future and like that's good. We should
Yeah.
always be challenging the status quo. Status quo. But I remember when the coronavirus happened, we were at home. I texted Miss Pudding. I was like, "Yo, we ain't gonna do them big projects, are we?"
Mhm.
She was like, "No," and I was all like, "Orange justice."
No, I mean, there's some of the things that happened during this is a blessing in disguise because we honestly got to get out of so much, especially with that community project that we literally did the final the night before, but like none of us did, and I didn't realize it was due that day. I thought it was due the next day. Oh my god, that was not fun. I feel like it honestly was just fucked from the beginning. You know what I mean? Because like the president ended up stepping down, so then the vice president took over. And then we were all like honestly thrown. I was very much thrown for a loop. I don't know if you guys were, but I did not see that coming.
I saw it coming.
I mean,
I wasn't in student government, so I had no idea what was going on.
This year?
it was this year, Aiden.
Wait, when the president? Oh,
Yeah.
no, I talked to her about it. She was like, "It was a good decision." I'm like, "Yeah,
No, I'm like,
I respect that.
no,
I
I
would have
respect
done the same
that.
thing."
I respect that a lot. It
She
just
was
seemed
just
like
like, "I don't want to do it anymore."
there was so much, like their relationship was like not doing well because of that. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, because before I joined student government, a lot of people didn't know the difference between student government and student body. Like that was a whole thing too, because they're like, wait, like Aiden's class president, but then there's also like a student body president. Like
I don't like when student body kids think that they're like they have authority over us, like as if like we're the plebeians and like they're like
yeah, like the
you know, they're
over-
like
They
we're
did
like
have
the
authority over us.
no, they don't. Miss Porty has authority over us. They don't like actually have any authority. Like they just do other stuff. Like
yeah, they like
I thought it
they
was
plan.
classes,
No, it wasn't.
Buddy, Miss Porty.
No, it's like Miss Porty and then classes and then like student body does their own like assemblies and shit. But they don't like
mhm.
really have authority over us. But then I didn't like some of them. Not all power trip, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's why student government this year I feel like definitely was very much off because when I was talking to Savannah about writing the list of things that we could talk about, do you guys remember when it was like Halloween decorations, just all those decorations? So many of the due dates changed because we heard so many different things about what needed to be done, and it's like, oh, you guys have 2 days to do this, and then it's gonna be 50 points, and then you also have to combine the hallways with like the freshmen or the sophomores, or it was just really whack, and I did not like that.
You want to know why student government sucks and always will suck? Because nobody gets along.
Mhm.
Everybody hates each other. Everybody's like super like uppity, like how do I word this? Horrible. Everyone's like horrible.
Yeah.
pretty much. It's like so this, in my did you guys do the assignment that was like a self-evaluation?
Oh, I don't think I did, actually.
Miss Porty really liked mine. She told me, but it was like my advice for the underclassmen was like, just do your job and like shut up. Like,
Yeah,
don't
stay
hate
in
each
your
other
lane.
so much. Like, no, not stay in your lane.
Well,
Just
I feel
don't
like-
talk. Just stop talking shit about one another. Like, if somebody leaves the room, you don't be like, I hate this person so much. Even, I mean, unless you really do, but like, then keep it between like your close friends. Like, if me and Clint are together, and then like someone we hated went out of the room, we're like, oh god, we hate him. That's one thing. But like, I'm not gonna like. It's just people are so evil. Yeah, it's only okay when we do it. People are just. It seems like nobody liked each other, and then everyone pretended to like
No, it's
each
really
other.
like, I love her, but
Oh my god, I hate that. I remember when we were in fucking Healy, and I was hanging out with like Kerrigan and like them, and I don't remember who we were talking about, but I remember people kept bringing up. I was frozen for a second. People kept bringing up, I love this person, comma, but here's like a long list of reasons why I dislike them, and I'm like, see, here's my reasoning is I hate this person, comma, here's why,
right.
and then it's the same list.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I was talking to Emmy about this the other day, where genuinely, sometimes you really can just like hate people for no reason. Like, I mean, I honestly believe in that, because sometimes you just don't like someone for no reason, and that's okay. I mean,
Sometimes they just suck ass. That's
right,
a
exactly.
good enough
I
reason.
mean, they could be great, but then you just might not think like they're
They're
that
not
great
great.
of a person.
Maybe they are. They just suck ass.
Yeah, exactly.
But not in like a good way.
Right,
you know?
and then I feel bad for
Shout out to all the ass eaters.
then I feel bad for thinking about, like that person that way, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, I just feel kind of guilty, but then at the same time, like, oh, to me, I don't really see them as that great of a person.
Listen, they don't deserve the hate I give them, but that's too bad. I still don't like them.
I mean, yeah, and that sounds like brutal.
That was
but
my
it's
senior
true,
quote.
though. Oh yeah, it's like, yeah, that was a tongue twister, dude.
I like half of you half as well as I know half of you half as well as I would like, and like less than half of you half as well as you deserve.
Yeah, I like that one though. I was just like, my brain can't handle this. But then yeah, so oh my god, I'm rereading this stuff. I'm just getting so much nostalgia. Remember when they tried like kicking all of us out, but like not really, just rearranging our class without us knowing, and then like
They didn't like actually do anything. They just like
no, they like looked at the
allegedly
Constitution
talked about it.
and then we're like, okay, like
I just remember hearing the rumor that they were gonna like rearrange us, and then I was like, I'll just quit.
No, right. I'm like,
and then they never
if we just-
rearranged us.
If we all quit, that would be such a power move. And that's why I think about how, like, our class, and I know I'm biased, being like, we're quirky, we're different, because we're, like, not. But it's weird because we're, like, the people that you would least expect in student government, or besides Savannah, but, like, everyone else in that class.
Excuse me? You wouldn't think that Aiden Duran would be the president?
Like, the fact that Clint joined, because, like, you and Jonah are in it. I mean, I find that very funny. Because, like, there wasn't a specific reason. And honestly, that was kind of the same with me. But then I came to hate student government, and no one should join it if they are thinking about
Jonah
it.
was my V penis.
Join it if you have friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have friends in it.
Yeah,
Except Miss Cody's not the teacher anymore, so don't join it.
Oh, yeah,
my God,
Miss
yeah.
Sully. I don't recommend it. Even if you have friends.
I'm gonna have to bleep out so many names, guys. Oh my god.
Go ahead. Listen.
Yeah, we're
I
out of
hate
school.
her.
We can burn bridges.
I mean,
yeah, that's my parents are always like, don't say anything you're gonna regret, and I'm like, I don't regret none of this shit. I hate you, but not with a gun. This is a fake gun. This is a BB gun.
Please do not.
Please do not assume that this is a threat. This is
for
a
legal
BB gun.
purposes.
I just need something to fidget with, or else I'm gonna sit there and
happens
just
to be a gun.
I'll just sit there and do this if I don't have something to play with.
I got a ruler.
Yeah, and then okay, so yeah, we had like the weird little schedule too, where it's like committee work was on like 2 days, and then there's 1 day for classwork, and then there's other days for resolutions, and like that gives us no time to set up for the actual things that we do in our school, which made no sense to me. Like I feel like we focused way too much on OSOG and writing resolutions and actually like doing stuff with
throw
our
back to
school.
how like Aiden Duran wrote like all the resolutions practically.
I know, I wrote none whatsoever. I got like a 45 out of 50 on the assignment.
I wrote like 3.
Was that?
But I only presented once. No, you were in my group,
Like a group.
but you didn't. But I just did it myself, and
No,
then said
everyone just
you
talked
guys
the
helped.
entire time, and then like Madison made one by herself, and then like a
Madison
Kayla,
made
like,
one.
Yeah,
I made 3.
and then Tristan made one,
and
but
then
he already
Tristan
had
made one. It was like one he had already tried to present to this principal, and it didn't go over well previously, and then it didn't go over well this time either.
Yeah,
My resolution was great. it's not going to make any real differences or changes, but that's okay.
Yeah, God, no, that just brings up to a whole other controversy, or not controversy, but when we went to Osog, we'll talk about Palmer Osog now. That just was not fun, and especially I don't think any of us were in the same groups besides Aiden and Clint. But I went on like the walk at Palmer, and it just wasn't fun. Like it didn't feel like I was branching out.
I go to Palmer all the time,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
it's not really like
Because we walked for 2 hours, and then I don't even know who I spoke to. I spoke to Jesse the entire time, and it's like I even said like in the little Bethel vlog or in the Palmer vlog that I did, I was like, this isn't as fun as Bethel. I don't know why, but it just there's too many people. It slowly also went, and like she hated us apparently while we were there. I'm like, then girl, why did you go if you're just gonna get upset at us?
she really hated she really hated my resolution, so like in return Kate and them hated my resolution too.
Yeah.
My resolution was a banger.
What did you say, Savannah?
The thing is, the Osogs on the road system aren't ever as fun as the ones that you have to fly out to. Because when you fly out to them, a lot of Region 4 isn't there. So that means less of Diamond, less of Bartlett, less of Service, less of everyone in ASD. And there's a lot more people from the rural communities. So district, was it 2, I think?
Yeah, it was a lot of 2. A lot of 2 in 1.
That's the Wasilla, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw like a bunch of people I knew from like elementary school, and I didn't say anything to any of them because I was like, that'll be weird.
I thought we should have won that Spirit Award, but also at the same time I felt bad because we were kind of rowdy.
I won a Spirit Award at all.
Yeah, you guys kept doing that stupid thing where yes, sir. I hated that.
I'm pretty sure everyone else did too. So
if they just took like Osog and then got rid of all this stuff I don't like all the yelling.
Yeah, just I feel like the vibe was so much different this time come around. You know, I just thought it was a lot different than Bethel.
In Healy, I was really into the yelling, and I screamed so loud like I was coughing blood at the hotel room with Jonah. And I took like a 2-hour-long bath, and that was pretty cool. It was like a really big bathtub. It was like practically like a
oh my god,
like a pool.
What made you change your mind then about all the cheers then?
Because when you yell so loud that your throat bleeds.
Oh yeah.
It hurts really bad, and it makes it hard to talk and breathe.
Well,
in Healy, I remember we went on the mine tour. Me and Jonah were like, let's sign up for the coal mine tour. Like Alyssa and Hannah and them all did like owl painting.
Okay.
Like painting, like painting whatever.
Yeah.
And me and Jonah were like, let's go on the fucking mine tour. It's going to be sick. We're going to go like underground. It's going to be some Minecraft shit. And get this. It's not an underground mine. It's an above ground mine. It's just it's probably like a gravel quarry. It's just like big flat gravel areas where they mine coal. It was super lame. And the whole tour was us in like a conference room eating like really shitty chocolate chip cookies while they give us the history of Usabelli coal mine. And I remember like I raised my hand to ask questions. My throat was so bad like I could barely speak, and I was like cracking.
That was like that one girl at Bethel, and she's like, oh, like when she always went to the mic and you cannot understand her. God.
It hurts so bad. It's so bad for your throat.
Yeah.
I was into it in like the Bethel one, but I think that might have been part of the reason I got sick. So I was like, I don't want to do this again.
Yeah, because when your throat's all raw and fucked up,
it gets all raw, and
then like bacteria gets in and you get sick.
I don't want to
go through that
the
again.
Speakers too, about how we had that one speaker at Bethel. He was so cool, and then we got like jam farmers at Palmer. Well, I felt bad because they.
I thought that was cool. I thought the lady who told the history of Palmer was cool.
I just found it boring. No offense to my history majors out there, but like I didn't find any like, oh cool, okay. She seemed like a nice lady though.
The Eskimo Ninja, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, see that was really cool, and I still have a video.
Not cool actually. My highlight. Yeah, actually, now I think about it, I also hated him.
Why?
He's like, I tried to kill myself, but I'm too badass to kill myself. I'm so cool that like I couldn't even do it because I did like a sick, awesome trick.
Yeah, and he was trying to be all hip with like Fortnite dancing.
He's like Fortnite dancing, Fortnite. I'm like,
it was like a huge. Most of it was just him flexing of his like accomplishments or whatever.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I eat raw meat. I'm Eskimo. And like, he was just up there. It just seemed like he was bragging the whole time.
Remember in Bethel? They asked one of the I forgot what their name was, but they asked me like, "What do you do to de-stress?"
What did you say?
I was gonna say I beat my meat, but I didn't say that. I sat there. I was like, I played video games.
Thinking about it.
I was thinking about it because like that was the go-to response. Like, I was like, I played video games.
Oh my god!
And they're like, okay. It's like. They were the
It was
the
implied.
trans person.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
I think
okay.
that would have gone over extra bad
Oh my
had I
God.
answered truthfully.
Jesus. The last video. So after ASOG, basically, like, all of our resolutions got passed unanimously about Madison with her 7 period, yours with no bathroom
Lock
passes.
schedule, more like I don't like schedule, even though it's like better in every way. I just dislike it.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
you
then
don't like
Tyler,
change.
or not Tyler, Tristan with his no hats. And then, like, do you remember, like, the fact that 6 months ago, the only thing we were, like, worried about, or not, like, worried, but pissed about, was the whole backpack thing. And people really
Oh,
thought, like,
God.
oh, did we substitute hats for backpacks? Like, people were asking me, I'm like,
That
are
was-
you dumb? Are you
That
dumb?
was so. I went to the public forum on backpacks, and Mr. J like wouldn't pick me to say something because it was all just like absolute idiots
Mm-hmm.
bringing up like super dumb. Like, oh, it's gonna take me forever to walk to my locker and to my class. It's like, no, it won't. That's such a stupid argument. Like, it takes a minute to do like circle the entire school. That's dumb. What you should be arguing is the freedom of it and how it doesn't actually solve any issues,
Mhm.
and it's
Yeah.
really just an unnecessary inconvenience to give the administrators a semblance of power over us. Like, and it's so
Mhm.
dumb.
Yeah, and
And
I don't know.
but nobody brought no. I was just, oh my god, our school is
mean-
a shithole.
Yeah, and that's why I'm so glad we are gone. Like, I've been in ASD for the past 12
This-
years, and it's
This
just
break, this coronavirus is a good thing. Like, I think back, like, would I rather have been there? Yes, but
Yeah. I mean,
did I like sleeping in? Yes.
Mhm.
Am I glad I did not have to do senior fun day? Yes. Am I glad I did not have to actually go to a graduation? Double yes. And I still got to be on a video that's on TV, and all my relatives saw it, and it was all right.
And they spelled your name wrong.
And they spelled my name wrong. That's what
Oh, yeah, they
that's
did.
what
I
I
did see
deserve.
that.
That's what Josh Diaz says I deserve for rigging it against him.
And with the senior awards, Clint Schultzek. Clint Schultz.
It was
What did they say?
They always said your
it
name
was
wrong.
Clint.
They said Schulstick, I think.
I used to pronounce it Squashkick.
Like Scholastic.
Middle school I called them Clint Squashkick.
Y'all remember the Scholastic Book Fair? That's where I got all my
Yo,
diapers.
we went to the Scholastic Book Fair, me and Clint, this year because Greeny Middle School had one in our library, and we bought invisible ink pen, and then we wrote bad things.
We wrote
Invisible
bad
ink.
things.
We wrote bad things. Invisible ink.
Oh my god. Yeah, but
Miss
just
Logan's.
going back to the backpack thing, I swear people were like, they thought that we were the ones to do that. Like, no. I remember, Savannah, do you remember that conversation we had in AP Lit about that whole, like, we spent the entire class period talking about that? Or maybe you weren't there, but we spent an entire hour talking about the backpack ban and how no one told us that that was happening because they were just all rumors until they were actually true. I mean,
Maybe.
I got used to it, but the fact that we were there for 3.5 years, I don't understand why they just didn't, like, institute it the next year that we were gone. But then again, we only had it for, like, a couple months, and then we were actually gone.
They shouldn't implement it at all because it's dumb. And like, I get that it's not really inconveniencing, like, to that extent. It's more of the, like, it doesn't. It's just unnecessary. It doesn't do anything, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't stop people from bringing in drugs. Maybe if you're a girl and you can't fit anything in your minuscule pockets, but that is,
Okay.
you know, a topic for an.
Put it in their bra instead.
See, there you go. And like me personally, like, I could fit a gun in my jean pockets. Not that not that I would ever do that. Not this gun, but I could fit a smaller caliber handgun, or like 10 vape pens, or like a bag of marijuana. I could fit a lot of shit in my pant pocket and nobody would know. Or I could just put it in my drawers, you know, in my underwear by my dick and balls. That would work too.
I mean, you are right.
And they're like, well, we want to make it. We understand we're not going to stop kids from doing bad things. We want to make it harder for them. I'm like, no. Like, if kids have nicotine addictions, we should just let them go and like smoke. They should have, like, at my mom's school when she was in high school, they had like a smoking area. If you're over 16,
they
you just
used to
went
have
out.
one at Chugiak actually.
And like
my
I'm
mom
not saying
told me that
we shouldn't encourage smoking, you know. But like, if you have a debilitating nicotine addiction, then you know you're gonna go in the bathroom stall or vape, and you're not gonna be able to concentrate, and like you know that's. Then, like, instead of investing our resources into banning backpacks and like putting on stupid assemblies, like, how about we, I don't know,
try and actually make our school better.
try to make our school better.
No,
Look at my hair. I have like a bowl cut almost. Look like a coconut.
I have like a few more topics, more like 5 or 6. Just kind of talking about, like, I have the thing written down about senior sweatshirts and how, like, they told it, like, admin told us not to put the AMCS kids on there, and then we got people complaining about it, so then we had to put their names on it, and then at the end of the day, we lost money, which wasn't honestly that big of a deal, but I was pissed, because I was like, what?
Like that, they're not.
No, I don't remember being told not to put them on there. I remember us deciding not to, and then I made the list, and then I made a mistake and put like
And
a bunch
then-
of people.
Yeah, got
that-
pissed at you or something, right?
And then they got mad at me. But then I will say that I did send the sweatshirts and the list to all of you guys and our sponsors and told everybody to double check it, and everyone said that it was good,
Yeah.
and so it's on all of us. But
I would
also,
just- middle college kids only
Don't matter.
want to be a part
don't
of our school
matter.
when it benefits them. Like, and none of them probably even bought sweatshirts at the time because they didn't know
Amir
they
bought
were
one.
going back to school. So I don't know. That just made me mad. And just I feel like the biggest reason why I wanted to make this video too, because I have like a whole thing about how, you know how like we always talk about spirit days and stuff and how they always get shot down. They always get shot down by admin, and everyone's like, why are the spirit days so shitty? I'm like, that's not our fault for doing that. It's just because people get easily triggered, and by easily triggered I mean the admin, because they're afraid that someone's gonna say something to them, you know.
there's so many fun spirit days. Like I wanted to do gender bender day because
Yes,
I want an excuse to put on like thigh highs and a skirt and have it
Yeah.
and get
Do that.
and get points for it, you know.
Water day, H2O day,
Or like
floaties day.
I don't know, whenever I think of people like shooting down spirit ideas and stuff, especially when they're teachers, I'm like, you guys peaked in high school. I don't know why, but that's always like my first go-to thing.
okay, I peaked in elementary school, so
I peaked in middle school, so it's okay. In like the sixth
that's
grade.
the worst time. I was at my lowest in middle school.
No, just kidding. I was at my lowest 7th grade. My peak was 8th grade. 8th grade was such a fun year. And then we got into high school, and then it's just been shit.
High school sucked.
I mean,
High school
yeah.
was great, I think.
Like it was great, but think of how much greater it's gonna be, Clint, when I never see you again because you're gonna be living in Fairbanks.
Oh yeah, you're going
Greater it's
UAF.
gonna
That's
be.
right. I was gonna ask you where you were going. UAF. What are you majoring
Yeah.
in?
Sex. Gay sex.
Nice.
Studies.
Thank you. Gender studies. Oh my god.
Bro, there's this chick from Fairbanks that always came up to me at OSOG and at Model UN to say hi. She was like crazy hot.
Then why didn't you like DM her or something?
That's weird.
That's says okay. Literally, you know who's also in this group chat? Someone who gave their Snapchat to a guy who was working at McDonald's.
That's weird. He wasn't working at McDonald's. He was doing like landscaping outside
yeah.
in the river. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
So fun.
Yeah, but
I didn't see. You gotta send me a picture of him. I'm sure you took more than one.
I didn't actually.
He
I
didn't.
got that one video that said target acquired, and I zoomed in, and it was really bad quality.
I
so-
can vouch though. He was very hot. He was hot from the side, anyways. From the side.
And when I gave him my number and everything, he had the most like sun-kissed skin, freckles, blue eyes. Oh my
okay,
god.
Adolf Hitler.
Oh, so he was white? Okay, yeah, you fucking racist. Sorry, Savannah, but you are talking to a group of minorities here.
You are.
Chinga tu madre, pinche cabrón.
And then okay, the other things. I feel like there's only a couple things left we have to talk about. I feel like we've been talking about this for way too long. Just kind of okay. What do I have? Yeah, just admin not passing any of our ideas, and yet they ask like, "How can we better the school?" I'm like, "You give us more student input." That is always the thing that I will get mad at. But we're done, so it doesn't matter
I
anymore.
think that our principals are the CEOs of like asking for opinions and then listening to opinions and then not doing anything.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's a step above like some people, like some administrators, like just don't listen to any of their, just don't even attempt to pretend that they're paying attention. Where our admin's really good at being like, "What are your ideas? Let's sit down. Let's talk about your ideas. Let's work it out." And then you do that, and then they're like,
Well, I mean,
"It's like you thought."
I
and
was
they do the
thinking
opposite.
about this, about how 4 years ago, our like top 3 people that were at the top were completely different people. I think I was talking to Savannah about that, but it's like our admin has changed so
Sussel?
much.
Queen.
And Mr. Legg,
I didn't know much about him.
he was our principal, and then he left.
Yeah.
But I don't know who our other person was. But it wasn't Jay or McLaughlin. Who?
Helvey?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was, and then he moved to Eagle River. Okay, yeah. So we had a full, and maybe it's just because I was a freshman, but I thought that was a lot better because we had better spirit days back then. And they weren't overused. Anyways, yeah, I believe the only thing. Oh my god. The only 2 things I have left are like how
we were planning on making like the senior gift basket thingies, and then they're just like, nope, we're not going to be in contact with you for a month, and then we're just going to
Oh, yeah,
spend
I
all your
haven't
money.
spoke to all of them. Hey, you know that cool mayonnaise shirt design, Aiden? What if we made it look fugly? Yeah, I said fugly. Nobody says that anymore, but I just said it. What if they made it? What if we make it look ratchet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody says that either. But here I am. I'm freaking throwing it back, both literally and mentally. Wait,
So many people asked me
figuratively,
what that Mayo shirt was. Like, even Austin DM'd me, and he was just like, oh, what are the Mayo shirts? And I explained to him. I was like, I don't think anyone understands, like, what they are. But, I mean,
What'd you
yeah,
send me?
the fact that, like, they didn't talk to us at all. I mean, Clint, you literally, like, made an excuse not to go. So,
To what?
didn't you made an excuse that you were working, but you weren't working to, like, not go to the meeting thingy, right?
What meeting?
My point in case.
I wasn't. I was doing something else.
No, he didn't. I said that he was working. He just like he was gonna go, and then Ian Gage, remember Ian Gage? He was like, "What if you just didn't go and you played League of Legends?" And Clint was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
That's what he did instead.
What
Yeah,
meeting
but
was it?
like
It was
I'm
one of
pretty
the
sure
sponsor meetings.
all of us were pissed at the time because like, and this just goes back to admin just being like, no, I hate all of your ideas about the fact that we made our own like gift basket thing, like, you know, the masks that Clint gave the idea, Aiden's little thing that he was looking up, and, you know, the rest of us looking up stuff, and they're like, no, we're gonna wipe that and we're gonna give you our own thing, and you're going to do that. And like the fact that they even wanted to get rid of our Mayo shirts too, that pissed me off. And then they just were like, we're not gonna talk about you. Also, was there even like a senior gift? Like, are we giving a senior gift?
Probably not.
Wow, that's really funny. You know how like
Can look it up.
they're just gonna spend like $1,000 or $2,000 on 2 gigabyte USB drives?
That was so dumb.
That was so dumb.
I thought when Aiden told me that he was joking.
No,
Mhm.
like listen,
That
not
is
to
such a
not to
bad-
flex, and I'm a
bad
computer nerd gamer, but
As
like
cracker
literally,
fingers.
literally, you can store like nothing on a 2 gigabyte flash, like nothing.
Mhm.
You can put like one 720p porn video, maybe at most.
Yeah, and they're just like, okay, so I was very surprised at what they gave us because I'm like, okay, so they did the gift cards and the coffee mugs. I'm like, so did they use all of our money? I don't
Bro,
know.
that mug is like super small. Like, this is my
Mhm.
standard mug. This is my A mug.
Mm-hmm.
This is like volume wise is like double the size of that Kaladi mug.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yeah.
what I use. My
Yeah,
water.
I don't even use mugs. My dad hates cleaning
Oh,
them.
this is we're glass jar people. Like you know, you reuse the pasta jars as drinking glasses.
Yeah.
This is what I drink my. Mine is
Okay.
a little Beppis in here.
But the last thing that we need to talk about is just student government for the next year, is about how like the person that's in charge is basically stepping down, and the person who's coming up is like, I don't know.
The person who's in charge isn't even basically stepping down. They actually just
What?
they're
No, I
they
don't.
quit.
Sorry, keep talking.
It's not even like they're basically stepping down. It's like she did step down already, and now it's Miss.
Savannah, you look so disinterested.
She didn't even want to be here. She was like at the
Yeah,
beginning.
you're right.
At the beginning,
I swear, I'm just.
who are you playing pool with? What boy are you playing pool with, huh?
I actually don't know.
What's his name?
Savannah has streaks with people that she doesn't even know
Listen,
or has ever met.
I've never had a streak. I found that really dumb.
Clint, I
Yeah, I
tried
think
starting a
it's-
streak with you just for fun, like
I
just
think
for
it's
laughs.
really dumb.
And then
I don't get it. Like,
That's
I never got the appeal. It's
I don't.
Like if,
yeah. What's the appeal of it?
Like if I speak, like if
I
you
get
were
some
to
reward out of it, maybe, but
like streak, if I
it's
were
just
to
like
have
bragging rights, like, oh wow,
Friendship.
look, I've sent.
no,
this
that's fake friendship. I have my streak
it
with Clint is
black
really
image with
long.
an S on it
And
for
then I
some
talk to
dude
him, like, every day.
I love how they're
760
both
days in
talking
a
at the
row.
same time, Savannah. I can't
760
understand
days.
them.
It's not impressive. It's like,
Like-
wow, I've sent a message to this guy for 3 years in a row every single day. I'm like, I don't care.
I have a
It's a
streak
black
with
image.
Clint IRL, and then I talk to him like practically every day.
Yeah, you
Some days
I
we
talk
don't.
to Aiden
Usually we
with
do.
actual conversations instead of a big S or streaks.
Mhm.
Like we talk to our friends for like 8 to like 12 hours, like every single day, like this.
Yeah. So basically, to wrap this all up, student government is getting really bad, and I
Government's
honestly,
gay, but not in a bad way.
I would not recommend it at all. And if I were in student government next year, no. It just, I mean, I came out with like great memories, but only like a select few. So like how? Okay, if you guys had to rate like student government, if you would recommend it to people or not, what would you say? Let's start with Savannah first.
For next year?
Yeah, or like, you know, just or advice for people who think about joining student government. I don't know.
If you can deal with drama and still thrive,
Just don't make drama. Just shut up. Shut the fuck up. Don't make drama.
Admin, there's gonna be drama.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
hate drama.
Yeah, I don't know. I really did not like people and admin, especially with that. I just learned that the hard way, and it was not good. Anyways, to wrap this all up, I know I'm kind of making this a really fast wrap up just because I have to leave soon. What are you guys plugging? Clint, we'll start with you since you're the guest star.
I'm plugging my Discord.
Yo, join our
Fade.
Discord. Wait, no.
Fade #1429.
They
Okay.
can't join it, Clint. They can't join our Discord.
Okay, Aiden, what do you
You're
have to
not
plug your
allowed.
Twitter, Sir_Presliano?
Yo, Sir_Presiano, I have fire tweets. I had 102 followers the other day, but now I only have 100, which means 2 people unfollowed me, which means if you unfollowed me, I hate you and I hope you die.
All right, Savannah, what do you have to plug?
For legal
Your
reasons, that's a joke.
iMessages
For legal
to
reasons,
cute
that is
boys.
Listen, if you are a boy
Actually,
and you have a nice cock,
my
then
Snap bio. If you want to play pool, snap me.
Oh
listen,
my
Savannah,
God.
what you gotta do is send every boy on your like Snapchat, you gotta send a video of you going, hey, nice cock.
Okay, to end with
Could use
that,
some
thank
trim
you
around the
guys
edges.
for listening to this. If you
Nice
still
cock.
have,
Whoa,
thank
nice
you guys.
cock.
Thank you guys
Good
for listening
length.
to this podcast.
Solid
Thank you for
girth.
all of the
Could use
internet
a little
connections
trim.
and problems. And shut up, Aiden.
I rated
Um,
8.5.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's really all over the place, and hopefully we'll be back for another episode.
my-
All right, bye guys.
screen
Wave
is
to the
frozen.
camera, guys.
I think my video is frozen.
Your video is frozen. Clint. I'm just gonna.
I'm just
do
looking
that.
very strangely at the camera.
Come on, Aiden. Put your.
Hello.